This part of the engine compartment contains the hydraulics for the brake module. What we've added is a brake solenoid to turn the brakes on and off, as well as a brake pressure switch to determine if the brakes are on and off or if they've been pumped off manually. We also have an electronic swash plate controller which puts drive onto the wheels via this hydraulic motor. There are also two pressure sensors mounted on the back of the hydraulic motor that monitor the correct operation of the swash plate controller. At this part of the engine, we monitor the oil temperature, the oil pressure, as well as the engine block temperature. This part here is the cutout solenoid, which turns the fuel pump on or off. We also have a throttle controller which interfaces with the fuel pump and can rev the engine up or return it to idle. We're now on the exhaust side of the engine. On this side we monitor the exhaust gas temperature at the outlet manifold. We also interface with the starter. We can fire the solenoid as well as determine whether it's working correctly or not. At the back of the engine we interface with the alternator where we pick up the RPM input, and from this we can also determine whether any of the fan belts at the back have been broken or not. This part of the engine compartment contains the main junction box. All the sensors and actuators in the engine come together, and we have one set of cables leading from here to the cabin of the locomotive. We also mounted the light switching module in the back to keep the cabin clear of extra wires. Also visible here are the hydraulic tank and the diesel tank at the back. We have sensors to monitor the fluid levels. On the side of the cabin we've mounted the proximity detection antenna as well as the antenna for communication to the caboose and to the handheld.
Okay.
This is the locomotive cab. What we've done here is packaged the control module to fit the existing cab features, so it literally is a drop-in replacement for the current linkage plate. The display is a standard 1000 CT display module. We've repackaged the control module from the 1000 CT into this box you can see here. It contains the same emergency stop and the same key switch. We've repackaged the same control handle as for the 1000 CT into this handle so that it works in the direction of travel. The handheld as well as the cradle remain identical to the 1000 CT handheld and cradle.